we're going to be checking out Heard of the Story. This is a game brought to my attention by one of my community members, Okoso. I do believe it is a lone dev project. I could be wrong, but if it is not lone dev, it's a small team. I think it's a lone developer. But the gist of this game is that it is like a city, village, settlements builder style game. But instead of the focus being like avoiding freezing to death, avoiding starving to death, like all these like really, really heavy mortality kind of situations, the thing that happens that's interesting about this game is my understanding is behind the scenes it's running GPT, which is an artificial intelligence thing. And what'll end up happening with our characters is as I tell them to go chop wood and build a house and, they interact with each other, they'll start to develop personalities. It is artificial intelligence, which means it's not real intelligence in any shape and mind. There's no... I have people like, oh no, I influenced an intelligent, like an artificial intelligence, gonna take down... That's not a thing, don't worry about it. But the point is that these characters are going to develop personalities based on their experiences. Some might like each other or dislike each other. Some might develop preferences what they want to do. I don't really know how far it goes. They do have a roadmap here, which is that they'll add seasons, weathers, market, government. There's early access. This roadmap, while cute, is kind of actually hard to follow. That to be castles, guilds, complex emotions, romance, religion. Okay, so it's just basically they're going to keep adding more and more to the characters. Now, typically, whenever I go into a game, I'm going to actually increase this volume more. But, typically when we go and we, go into a new game, I'll check to see what sort of, accessibility stuff they have. There's not a whole lot here, just for, like, render distance on it. Now, granted, the absence of accessibility settings isn't necessarily indicative of a problem. It depends on the rest of the game. But it is good to, like, check those out, because sometimes you can see where they've gone out of their way to consider things and be like, oh, this game went out of its way to include a dyslexia-friendly font. So it's like, okay, they've considered that. In this particular game, we don't have a lot. It is early access, though, so it might be too early. So let's check out a new game and see what happens. A few questions before you depart. What is your name? Rual. I am male. What would you like to call this adventure? I don't know yet. I'm really bad at naming things. And we're going to go ahead and leave it all truncated because, I don't know. Where would you prefer to go? Somewhere hillier. Next. I don't know, I'm really bad is what the name of it. Let's see. And it probably does need network access. It looks like your wagon is in need of repairs. I think that's because I got the pop-up from the firewall, which messed things up. So let's boot it back up again. Because my assumption with GPT is it has to connect to do the GPT stuff. That's artificial intelligence stuff. Let's go right back in because I think Windows Firewall got us there. Raw mail. We're still bad at naming things. Somewhere hillier. Next. Then if it crashes again, then we'll just move on. Which would be a bummer, because I've been curious about this one. Okay, so it's got farther. I do think that basically they've got a bug that if it doesn't get a network connection, it crashes it. Which makes sense, but instead of crashing it should be like, hey, I couldn't connect to GPT or whatever to run the AI. Therefore the game can't run kind of thing. Yeah, so oh, I cannot see with all these trees. The trees must die. Alright. Like in this case, the trees need to die because I can't see anything. Learn to craft a stone axe. Find a branch near these oak trees. How do I make you go away? How do I make you go away? Okay, it's E. So comment to the dev. If you get this, let escape also close those, because that's just instinctively what people are gonna go for. Let's see. Find a branch. You can find these by the oak trees. Find a small stone. Look, I hear you, but I also see a mushroom. You'd find these at the tops of mountains. Okay, yeah, we gotta cut down half this forest because I can't see through all these trees. Maybe flatter will be nicer. Oh, that map is bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Wait, is that stone? Those are mushrooms? I think those are mushrooms. So I guess we have forestry farming village in a farming like a farming sim? Yeah. My assumption is they'll sign those. I kinda wish they did the thing. I don't know how hard it'd be for them to set this up. I think they're using Unity for this one. But you know, I feel for everyone using Unity who's just rolling out their games right now. Because all that baggage. But if you're to the point of like you're right about to release, it's like too little too late to switch. Got berries. I assumed when I saw all the rocks, like the big boulders there, I was gonna find stone. I guess we're just gonna keep going uphill until we find stone. But yeah, part of me wishes that they had the thing where stuff that is between me and the character. Why can't I? Is that an invisible wall that's going on here? All right. But stuff between me and the character probably should be made transparent. If not 100% transparency, just like a decent amount. It seems like there's invisible walls that I'm not entirely clear where they are for... Like, I could get it like the border of the map or something, but... It's a little unclear when I'm gonna hit walls like I just slam into a wall kind of thing. And again, early access. And I do believe a lone developer. Just kind of commenting on some of the stuff that... Can I take the flowers? I got an idea for crafting poppy crowns. Like, now I can't go this way. I don't really understand. That they also on Unity they have TOS for development agreements. That they version that there's an agreement that affects adversely. You could stay on yours until update to the newer agreement. Oh yeah. No, I'm aware of like all the controversy happening with Unity so far as them saying that, you know, you would be allowed to stay on whatever version whatever TOS version was appropriate for, you know, whatever version or whatever you're on. That they sneakily got rid of it. So learn to craft an axe. Cool, so we're making an axe. Did I not learn to do that? Okay. I also have no idea where the rest of my people are. I got an idea for crafting barrels. Okay, so as well as ones that as I do things, I'll learn stuff. Where the heck is the rest of our people? I ran away looking for a stone. I think we were over here. Not in the giant trees up. Well, actually, no, I think we were in the giant trees, weren't we? Yeah, they're gonna have to do some stuff where, like, when I dip the camera in the terrain, that, like, I could see through the terrain or something. Or, like, just, they're gonna have to do something, because it's, like, really hard to move and see around on the hilly map. I think it won't be nearly as big a problem once we deforest half the area, but, you know, at the moment, it's a little rough. Okay, maybe they're down here. Also, there isn't a jump button, just so you know. What? There they are. Okay. So we learn to gather wood, learn to gather mud. We have a shovel. Press space to dig. Okay. I made an axe. It's fine. Learn to place a building. So we could choose the many variations of your house. There's some things in the way. Okay. Inventory is full. Look. Let's see. Yes. What are you working on? I'm in the process of defining my next set of goals. You're a thief! Goodbye for now. Okay, you just do your thing. Just walk up to everyone. You're a thief! What are you doing over there? Oh, good. Someone cleared out a nice open space that I might be able to build my first house. Unity and removed their GitHub version. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's been a lot going on with that. I'm curious. I need some sort of mallet to help out with this. Okay. Can I has mallet? Carpentry. Just wood. I'm going to hit escape every single time. Every single time. So I need 5 wood. Another comment is you have camera shake, which is totally fine. But I need to be able to disable that. It's a motion sickness concern. Like, I don't personally run a motion sickness problem, but it's a reoccurring thing that we have a lot of people who tune in that do get motion sickness. So that'll be a thing you'll want to get rid of. Not get rid of. I mean, honestly, maybe get rid of. But you should at least have a setting where you can get rid of it or turn it down. Alright, so if I run up here... Good, I don't have to switch my tools. I mean, they're going for the heckin' overarm swing. You've never seen the overarm swing. Can I make these? There's no quick bar. Okay, so I'd like a quick bar for the tools as well. Just so I don't have to inventory every single time I go to switch stuff around, since I'm gonna be, especially since it doesn't like stack. I'm gonna be doing a lot of running back and forth switching tools on this. Oh. There's another building in the way. Let's see, the mechanic chop a tree and then let you divide logs straight would be nice. Yeah, just some inventory management stuff. Doesn't need to be anything over the top. So we don't know where we get straw from, but we do know where we get mud from. Oh, hey. What did you contribute? Oh, look at that. But you look at that. She's doing it for me. Is this straw? That's kind of cool that I'm just doing stuff and then, yeah, they're just helping me build. That's cool. I like that. It makes that feel way better versus so many games where you stand around and you're like, could someone other than me do at least a little bit of work around here? Okay, well, let's clear out some more space. And start building another house. They're just gonna help me build that one. Your house doesn't get to be as nice as mine. Sorry, not sorry. Just nice. Thanks. I'm glad you're walking up to my unfinished house and going, nice. You play of a role of an NPC always needs help. My dream. After many, many years of playing these types of games, I'll finally get to be the NPC who goes, hey person, I need you to give me, you know, all this wood and all this. Alright, so I built a house. Can I walk inside my house? Ah! My house is storage. Okay, I can get behind that. You can also sleep. I don't know quite how to get out of my house. Oh, what's happening? Please stop. Okay. They put my camera beneath me. Let's see. Growing up, what consoles did you play on? Or PC? So, when I was much younger, we primarily had the Nintendo consoles. And then as I got older, I got a hold of a computer and all that. So how do I rotate you? There you go. It's Z. All right. But, so yeah, so when I was younger, we had, like, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, all that stuff. And then when I got a bit older, I actually didn't mean to pick up that, but that's fine, I'll take it too. When I got a bit older and I got my first computer, I mostly played on the computer. That said, I did also... I did also have, like, my brothers and them got, like, a GameCube and a PlayStation later, and I played some games on there. But, you know, once I got up to the point of computer, I primarily played computer games. Alright, so, we need to make the barrel. The barrel is just a wood. That's fine. It's so much better as the tree... I don't get what's happening where I'm auto-collecting those. Like I'm hitting some button to do it. I'm clicking too many times. That makes sense. Actually, I'm gonna keep placing buildings. Alright, we need a workshop, a windmill, a smithy. A campfire spot feels like it should be like right here in the middle. You know, tower, so... Alright, so getting that going. Yeah, so I think you could tell it's like GPT doing this, because like you'll notice that after they have like a dialogue or they do something, the AI will kind of just stand there for a minute. I'm assuming that's what it's actually reaching out to GPT and going like, here's our past experiences, here's the thing, what's next? Like, you know, it's the AI doing the AI things, which is kind of cool. Oh, my inventory's full? That's fine. Hey, Bentley, how's it going? But yeah, so as you can see, this isn't some, like, you know, gritty, hardcore, survival-esque colony building kind of game. It's a lot more, A lot more cartoony kind of thing. Alright. Yeah, so we're supposed to build a workshop over here. We got this going on. Since they're mostly keeping this up, what we'll do, take a moment to grab our shovel. Alright. Keep building these houses. It also doesn't appear there's like a hunger or anything as far as I can tell. So I don't really know what we need. But like the big gimmick is that these characters will start developing personalities as time goes on. Now granted, maybe I need to interact with them more. But we'll see. Alright, so we do have a house. Do I tell people to move into their homes? Where's some of my people? Maybe you should tell someone they're a thief. Well, first of all... what tidings? A campfire spot looks untouched. How can I get around? I've had enough of this small talk. What do you need? You are greedy and wicked. I don't think that's true. Why are you such a coward? I've had enough of this small talk. Hey, you're the one who was mean to me first. Sure, I decided to take that and immediately turn to calling you names, which, you know what, fair enough, that's on me. Hail. Oh, what are you working on? I'm in charge of architecting the Raven. The Raven, okay, sure. Let's share a word. I contribute a lot to the Raven and Vulture. I'm getting paid for that. Am I getting paid for that? You look filthy. Get you round. The Raven and Vulture, I'm assuming that's the tavern that we placed. I didn't build the smithy yet. So it's interesting that they are kind of demonstrating that they're like, pride's not the word. Oh, do the names get generated by the AI too? I have no idea. I didn't even look at what the name was. What's this house waiting on? Some mud. But it's like, that Cheesecake Try is like, oh, I put a lot of time into making this tavern. So she seems to have like a little bit of pride related to it. It's kind of curious. I don't know where the rest of our villagers went. For the buildings like the Raven and Vulture? Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised, or if not, the AI like have a bunch of like pre-assigned names. I can see it going either way. Snatched up by the forest? Excellent. So what are you missing? What? Oh, you're digging back there. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I think you're getting stuck in the house. You're pathing here. Don't dig my house. I mean, it's not my house, but don't dig the house. So where are you at with this place? Oh, they're even making the tables and everything. That's cool. This is a poor hall. Ah, that's interesting. So I could like contribute an axe to that building. That's the workshop. I'm assuming if we build the workshop, someone will dedicate them to making the barrels and such. Why can I not? Oh, you're already you reserved the tree. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I wasn't under. I didn't realize you called dibs. I was mistaken that there's a process. So what are you saying over there? That's part of the thing is I can't see what they're saying unless I'm nearby. Alright, let's see. Paths. Grass, dirt. Oh, weird. Dirt paths. Ah, interesting. So, like... I don't know why I expected that to work a little bit differently, but, you know, that works. Cool. Let's see. Town charter. Visualize the land boundary, the area you can build. Declare town center, the area townsfolk gather. We'll do that. I don't care about the border. We've got 3 citizens. We have Siga, Felicia, and Adam. Learn to decorate. Okay, I can make a crown of poppies. Interesting, there's a bunch of stuff there. Okay, that's decorating. We need more AI workers. I mean, friends. Yeah, I don't know how it works. Like, the tutorial thing is, here it says, like, learn to make an axe, which we did. Oh, there it goes. Find a small stone. We'll try repeating this. Which that was up the hills. I think that's where we kept having people seem like they were disappearing. They may have been running up the hill looking for stones and had to go real far. Left click on this. Left click on the recipe to select it. Left click to crack. Okay, so I know I didn't accept it the first time, but the second time it did. So we have now learned everything there is to learn. Cool. It really is a shame about like the camera getting stuck on terrain and trees and all that. Because I want to see how beautiful the world looks, but I can't. Because the camera gets stuck on everything. But again, early access game. Like either make it so you can like look through the ground, or like it hits a certain height and kind of can't go farther because you're like stuck on the ground kind of thing. You know, maybe it is doing that, but it's too far into the ground when it does it. Where's my home? I see the fire there that someone made. There we are. Because I want to get over here before it's too late to put that spare axe in here. I have another axe. It's fine. What are you missing? You're missing the barrels. All right, let's work on those barrels real fast. A barrel is... Oh, a barrel requires a workshop. Okay. We need a table and logs. All right, let's go get a big old pile of logs. I keep clicking one too many times and picking all the flowers and everything everywhere. Which weirdly puts away your axe. Like, I'm okay with it putting away the axe so long as, you know, your character would then turn around and walk to the tree, use an action key, and then switch back to the axe. I keep hitting the wrong button, which is on me. Alright. Let's go home and drop stuff off. Okay, so space makes you go back it up. Like, I keep wanting E to be the button that, like, interacts with the world, and they don't seem to use tab for anything. I kind of want that to be this screen. Which I'm guessing I could probably just change the controls. Can I change those controls? Let's actually see, because that... No. Yeah, so it'd be nice if I could do that. I don't know, it seems to align with what I expect the controls to be from our games, and that might be what games I play, dictating that. It's fine. Alright. No one else is going to bed. It's like, no, we've got work to do. The tavern is not yet open. How can we live in this town without a tavern? Unfortunately for the tavern, I need a workshop. Okay, and you needed... What you need for your last thing? Table. How the heck do I make a table? I'd assume there's just like logs and branches or something like that. Oh, I only need to click once. Okay. I got an idea for crafting tables. Alright. That works. I thought I was going to have to pick up more branches, but sure. Table. It just requires 2 wood. Maybe it's just a random chance that when you get a material that you can learn one of the things that you make with it. Well, everyone else is sleeping. I'm doing all the work. I see how it is. Okay, so I can make the barrels. Those also require a log each. And I need 3. Yeah, the thing that's supposed to be the big draw for it Oh, I guess I have to do it at this place, which would make sense. Not much to do inside? Okay. But yeah, now the big thing is supposed to be the AI behind the scenes that builds out your other characters that, you know, they'll gain personalities, they'll remember things, and all that. That's supposed to be the big differentiator of the game. Like, just kind of building the village is cool and all. But, like, the fact that they'll start getting personalities and all that of their own as they, you know, interact with other people and people are nice or mean to them, that kind of thing. Not much to do inside. What kind of tavern is that? Not much to do inside. Alright. Make fences? You don't know about the AI, but it plays like Medieval Dynasty. So, for me, Medieval Dynasty was really slow for streaming. Like, it felt like the kind of game that if I was going to commit real time to, it could be a real blast. But that when it started to get kind of an idea of the time sink it was going to be, I just couldn't get myself to be like, yeah, I just don't see myself putting that kind of time in there. Alright. Which is a problem with a lot of games. So I like games that I can just sink, you know, 100, 200 hours into them. But then I also run into the problem is it's very difficult nowadays for me to do that. If it's not a game that I can look on Twitch and be like, oh, this is a game I could feasibly see playing that kind of length of time on Twitch without murdering my channel, it makes it really difficult to be wanting to engage a game like that. Just because I do have to keep the whole are people going to tune in mind kind of thing. And I know there's people who tune in no matter what I play, at least within certain limitations or whatever. But then there's definitely times where it's like, nah, it's just too far from the normal content. Because I think we played it for, I think, like, the better part, if not a full stream, Medieval Dynasty. And I believe I made a house and, like, did some interactions with the characters. I really didn't feel motivated to do the quests. It's just one of those things that, like, they had, like, a story and, I don't know, the story just didn't resonate with me or something, that I just went out and built a house. But then it's like, as I started to see how much effort it's gonna take to, like, hit the next thing, that's like, yeah, I just don't want to. Which is fine. That's actually the reason they had, I think it's the same developers that did Medieval Dynasty, came out with a very similar game, but it was supposed to be more like Shogun era. And it also looked curious. And it was very genuinely from playing Medieval Dynasty on the stream that had me go, I don't know. Because, like, imagine if I played multiplayer where you could do stuff way faster, I feel like that'd be easier to get into. But it's... Yeah, they have several Dynasty games. Yeah. Several Dynasty games? Gotcha, I wasn't aware of that. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I didn't really give it a chance. Like, I didn't even... I did ultimately, after waffling, I did eventually request a key, but I think because I waited so long that, you know, it's just not going to happen because they're past where they're trying to get, you know, get people in and all that. Because most of the time, if you want to get a key for a game, a lot of times you have to request either leading up to when the release or their update or whatever. Once it's after that, they kind of never remember to go back and, like, remove the key request after they're no longer doing it. Hey, Kara, the game does look pretty cute. The big gimmick behind it is the other villagers in our town. They have GPT running. So they will remember their experiences and stuff like that. So it should be that as time goes on, those characters will have more personality. So we had one person that she was rude to us, so we started being really rude to her. We have one person we're being very nice to, and I haven't really talked to Adam at all. But considering I believe it is a lone developer who's doing this, it's honestly in pretty good shape. It does definitely have some pain points, but it is early access, so that's not not unexpected. The big ones I would love to see change is the camera shake. I would love for them to make it so we could disable that, or at least tone it way down. Like, it's fine for me, but I know a lot of people get motion sickness, simulation sickness. There's a lot of camera shake in the game. So that'd be one big ask, is to just be like, hey, can we not? I'll just do the last shovel. And then the other one is with the camera. Like, I wish when you go near the ground and all that, like either stuff between you and the character would turn at least partially transparent, or if not fully transparent, or something. Because like right now it's not that bad. When we first started, the trees were here, it was very difficult to see anything. And I feel like if they set it up where once like there's the character here and everything between camera and character, like how do they do their detection, would just turn transparent. Going to be that big problem. So I don't know what I need for the anvil. The table shouldn't be a problem. We can make the table real fast. I think that was just a wood. 2 wood. Also, why does the trees pulse red dots when I hit them? Am I like hitting the tree and it's bleeding or something? I'm really kind of concerned of what's happening there. I know this is a silly graphic, but it doesn't matter. It's just kind of those things like, why is the tree spitting out red? Alright, so I need 4 stones. We don't know how to make an anvil yet, so we're gonna run up the hill. I do like the aesthetic, though. Splinters, I guess? Maybe, but they're very red. But yeah, no, I actually do like the aesthetic. It's kind of cartoony. I can't see. Hey, Brett, how's it going? Alright, so let's see if we can't find a couple of stones. I'm gonna pick up some of the glowy flowers. Assuming we'll get, like... Assuming we'll get a pickaxe or something later on that can break stones or something. Those are the poppies again. Yeah, there are invisible walls in the game. They don't seem to be, like, a box, though. So I'm not exactly sure if it's, like, a boundary or there's certain terrain that the collision's, like, very aggressive, or exactly how it works. Alright, so I've got... If I grab one more stone, I can grab, what, 3 more of these flowers? I got an idea for synthanium, or whatever. Whatever that material is, crown. It requires 5. Alright, well, you know what? Sure, I'll give myself a glowy flower crown. But first I need to drop these stone off because my inventory is full. And I'm sure I've gotten myself turned around and I'll never find my way home, and this is how we die. But not really. Like I said, it doesn't seem like there's a hunger or sleep mechanic. It's not meant to be a hard survival kind of city builder. We have to prepare for the grim, awful winter or whatever. It's far more chill. You just kind of build your city, and then AI does AI things. Alright, so I believe home should be down this way. There we go. Yeah, there's some collision that's kind of a little confusing at times. Oh, meanwhile... Okay. Alright, yeah, so let's go ahead and grab 2 more of the Cynthium. Just because I haven't made any of the clothing, so we'll make ourselves a glowy crown. We will be the prettiest princess at the ball. And every villager will know it. For we will be radiant and glow. They'll be jealous, all of them. The way we have full personal autonomy and a glowy crown. These 2 things are equally important, by the way. Alright. So, glowy crown. The extreme hill and peaceful vibes reminds me of Dioland or whatever? I don't know what that is. Oh, does that take up an inventory slot? Aw, why does that take up an inventory slot? They need an equipment slot or something. Like, that's really a bummer that takes up an inventory slot, so it's gonna reduce my inventory. That's a pretty hefty price to pay for a cosmetic. A cute game based on a story of a little princess. Okay. I did notice there's different music once I got near the houses. So it seems to have some contextual music to the game, which is not too shabby. Oh, they're back awake. Let's go interact with them and see what they have to say today. I can't read your dialogue. What are you working on? I couldn't read it. The camera was too zoomed in. Yeah, so it seems like the camera's one pain point and the screen shake's the other one, which is actually both those are related to the camera. Can you give the one your crown? But it's my crown. Where did she go? Where did you go? You have to chop down these trees just so you can see. Yeah, so when you start the game, it's kind of like this. And that's a bit rough. I wish you could kind of like see through the trees that are between you and the character. Does that also happen with buildings? I imagine it does. No, it tries to follow you. Alright. Hey, Pronger, how's it going? Alright, let's try and talk to you again. Maybe this I'll be able to see what you're saying. What are you working on? I'm currently between projects gathering knowledge for my next endeavor. Let's share a word. These bags we came here with are quite limited, aren't they? Need any help? I've been waiting for your help. Okay. Your task is to get me a pine tree. I think the ability to decorate with it could have result. You want me to get you a pine tree? Like the whole tree? Like are you expecting like a Christmas tree? Is that what's going on here? So these are supposedly oak trees. They just want me to go down the hill and just hack down a pine tree? Alright, I mean, sure. I'm guessing, and I'm guessing I have to cut down a pine tree to find it. I could have sworn I looked down the hill before and I saw something that looked like a, like, you know, an evergreen style, a conifer. That's the word I'm looking for, a conifer. Which is trees with needles as opposed to leaves. Granted, I can't see anything because of the trees. Which makes a certain amount of sense in a forest. Try getting to higher ground and maybe I'll be able to see something. Alright. I definitely saw some more triangular trees. I just don't remember exactly where. I also almost feel like this game doesn't need a run button. It should just kind of default to running. Because there's no stamina. Or maybe make the run button toggle instead of hold. Because I feel like it just means I'm permanently pressing my shift key. Like, if I didn't have sticky keys disabled, we'd just be hearing... And then me losing focus on the window from a pop-up. Okay, there we go. They're like uphill. So I was going the wrong way. The pine tree looking things are uphill. Oh, I also did notice it did not give me an option to give her anything, so I will wear my crown. I suspect what it might be is they might ask me for the crown to make her a crown or such. Alright. Okay, that's alright. So I'm curious what we even build next, because I've got a individual house for everyone. I've got the tavern. I've got the workshop. I'm not sure, like, I don't know how to make an anvil yet, so I can't finish that. What other buildings we have? We can make the tower. We can make the windmill. That seems nice to put in a hill so you can see real far. That's what I'm thinking as well. I suspect that's going to take a ridiculous amount of stone is the plan. I mostly just built this down here because we're chopping down trees and getting all the wood and I have to do something with it. A flax field? There are some things in the way. Okay. Okay, so we get some fields in here. Oh, cool, you made yourself a crown. Need any help? You wouldn't be able to find me some linen, or would you? To get familiar with it would be my goal. That's your word? I'm doing alright. What tidings? I contribute a lot to Rual's house. Am I getting paid for that? You're greedy and wicked. That's rude. Asking to be paid. How dare you, sir? But I guess your people need you. Alright. So a tower up the hill. Probably should also make a path up the hill kind of thing. Alright. I mean, honestly, the chill building, even without the AI thing, is kind of cool. Like, the AI thing is happening, but saying even if it was just the chill building, I don't think I've really seen a game do just chill building like this in a long time. Like, there's ones where you know, you're the being hovering over top of the world kind of chill building. Okay, so we need fences, we need ladders, and we need a flag. Alright, let's start clearing these trees to get down there. And I think I'll make a path up the hill to the tower. I'll just run back up here. Put the wood up there and start working on the path. Now, question is, do we make it like video game path where it goes straight down the hill and no one questions it, or do we make it like real life path where, you know, it zigzags a little because walking down like a 45-degree hill would be absolutely terrible to deal with. Like, your ankles and knees would hate their existence. Nice wanding path, I was thinking as well. I wonder how tall this thing is. I'm still smacking wood into it. That's a pretty decent height. Okay. I believe that's the front door there. Let's go here. It's not gonna be the windiest path, it's gonna be more just 45-degree angle kind of thing, but you know, it's alright. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put something along it to make it more interesting, like maybe we start building our houses up here as we go along. Really like the zigzags? Oh, I tried to do that a little bit. Why are you... Oh, it's probably the thing earlier where we had one of the other villagers queued up cutting down a tree, and while it was queued up, I couldn't interact with the tree. Alright, meanwhile I need to run a path to the windmill. And I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm going to try and crisscross paths through here. Just try and make the area around the campfire look worn out. Like, depending on how they process behind the scenes, this could be absolutely awful for the performance of the game, or it could be basically a nothing burger. Like, if it's working in that setting in area that says this area is grass, that area is that should be a total nothing burger for performance hit. If it is considering each one of these its own line that it needs to calculate and process and do all that, like all terrain, that would not be great. It'd be an understandable thing, because maybe this is just not a use case that was intended, but I mean, it should be. Okay. Maybe we make a path between the buildings here. Okay. Those other people build too? Yes, they do. Like, I'm under the impression that I have to say, like, I want a building here, but they will literally just, on their own, without me telling them, they'll just go, oh, here's the thing that needs doing, I'll go do it. Like, that's one of the things that surprised me at first, is they started putting down a building, and I saw one of the other people run up and start, like, smacking on the wall. I'm like, what? And it wasn't that they were just doing the action of smacking on it to, like, advance the building. They actually went out, cut down trees, and brought back the material. So let's see how this path looks now. Alright. Why won't it let me... That tree seems to be forbidden. What are you working on? Currently I'm focusing all my efforts on building the friendly cottage. Let's share a word. Roachworthing is minuscule. Is that the name of our town? It's like Roachworthing? Yeah, so we've got a little path here that's not quite up the hill. Because this is still steeper than you'd want to walk on. But this is a bit more realistic for such a steep hill, is that they don't make you walk straight against the 45, because that can be really rough. That you'd zigzag a bit. But they'd also level out the path a little bit, so the high end to your side wouldn't be quite as high. So you still need a bunch of wood. We also need to keep cutting down some pine trees to see if we can't figure out how to, like, get the lady the pine she wanted. There's also a thing about linen. Yeah, okay, figured out. Okay. I was thinking maybe use the shovel, like, dig up a pine tree. We can give it a shot. I need to find our pine tree, because the chopped off one's down up there. I want to say the pine trees were just up the hill over here. What? What was happening down here? What do you need? Need any help? Do you have any hobbies? Bring me a poppy. I got a lot of use for it. Okay, I actually can help you out with that. Wait, can I not help you out with that? I thought I grabbed poppies. Did I not have poppies? That's fine, I can get poppies real fast. This decoration is not mine? Oh, they're decorating their homes. Now I got poppies. Siga lives here. Felicia lives here. I'm pretty sure it was Felicia who asked me about it. You have a crooked nose? Aw, come on, man. That's just being harsh. I have what you need. Hi. Thanks. Need any help? I've owned some mud before. Can you gather one for me? I got a lot of use for it. Does she just want mud? I mean, hey, Felicia, want me to show you how to do that? I have what you need. Took you long enough. Hey, look, don't be that way. Sure a bit about thyself? Just the other day, I examined some flax. I didn't really enjoy it. That's fair. She's like, I looked at a flax flower. Ah. Need any help? Do you not have any hobbies? I need some wood. I got a lot of use for it. I have what you need. Doing not enough. Tell me a story. Enough of this. Well, look. I literally have just been grabbing things you wanted from me. You didn't have to cut me so deep. Felicia, your actions hurt. I deserve better than this, Felicia. Let me just be real. I absolutely deserve better than this crap from you. Alright, so let's start making this path have more stuff going on to it. I wonder if we unlock more buildings or not. I also don't know if/how we get more villagers. So my assumption for an anvil is we'd have to find ore. I haven't seen anything that implies ore, and I would assume I need more tools for that. Oh, you know what? It probably helps if, you know, I actually made a pickaxe, a tool that's given me from the beginning of the game that I've completely overlooked that I could make. That might directly be necessary to acquiring the things it wants me to get. Part of me wants to just keep cutting down these trees for this path up and down, just so they don't obstruct the view. Because, like, during the day where I can actually see down to the village there, it actually is pretty cool looking. They might be limited to 3 for now because GPT API limit and so on. Maybe. I also don't know if they're using, like, full-on... I don't think they're using full-on ChatGPT. I think they're just using GPT itself. So I don't know what limitations it has. That also is a curiosity. They must be running a version of GPT that they can run locally, because I couldn't imagine taking the risk as a developer where you sell a game, for example. Yeah, exclamation mark Steam should get you there. I believe it just released. It is early access though, just to be clear. When I say released, early access release. You remember correctly, Steam does not allow games with GPT, or do I remember something? I think there's GPT and ChatGPT. And it could be that they maybe moved away from GPT itself and they're using some other tool. I'm like, okay, so littler ones are giving me iron, the bigger ones are giving me stone. At least that's the way it looked. Let's see if I can't find another one with the little grayish rocks. So I expect to get iron from this. I got copper. Okay. It's not. Well, that's interesting. But yeah, no, I remember it was a thing that they're talking about the development cycle of this. That they had a game listed. You got an idea for crafting pickaxes? I guess it's a better pickaxe, question mark? But, I remember what I was reading about it. It's that they were working on the game, because they were going to release it on Epic and on Steam and on, Itch and a whole bunch of places. And because of the AI stuff they were including, that at first they got told basically, oh, you can't have this on Steam. And they're like, okay, well, we stopped using that feature. Can we still be on Steam? And they're like, no. And for a while, it was looking like that was that. Like, they weren't going to be able to list on Steam. But eventually, enough people, said, hey, like, the person made a mistake and, like, use this that you don't allow. They got rid of it. Like, there's no reason this should be a problem. And eventually, they got put back on Steam. Like, this is all before it was released. Like, it was uncertain what was going to happen with the game. And that's just what I read secondhand. I could have the details wrong. But, they did get the thumbs up. But, they do have some AI stuff working in the background. It could be just instead of GPT, they're using something else. I do get why a lot of things are saying you can't use it. And I fear is the same thing that's happening with, like, the movie industry and with the arts, artists and music and all that, where people are coming up with artificial intelligence to just mass produce kind of crap quality, art and all that. And some of it's actually okay quality, but that kind of thing. So you require, well, I mean, oh, the smithy's not done. Not actual ban, but limitations. You found what we were looking for. There are some kind of ban AI generate stuff, limitations. Right. Now the idea isn't trying to replace, like, writers. To me, this is an okay place for, like, AI to be. That it is trying to make it so that these are building up their own story as it goes. So it's more interactive. As opposed to just replacing writers with AI. So, like having an RPG that you spit out a script using AI. That's the bad. And then, like, the good is, like, something like this that I could do things to, honestly, harass these people. And that they would begin to react and develop based on my actions. Alright, so we still need more stone here. We got a bunch of iron, but I can't do anything with it yet. Because this requires me to have an anvil. And I don't know how to anvil. So I think for the moment I'm just going to chuck the iron in my home. And we'll go back up there and start smashing up some more rocks. It really is a shame that I would like to have an inventory so far as, like, equipment. So just so the crown doesn't take an inventory space. Because it's kind of a bummer that does that. AI storyteller for Rimworld when? You all exited your homes and stood around at the same time. Yeah, so this is me assuming it just asked the whatever their AI is, it's reaching out now. If legal ownership of the AI generated stuff is in question, Valve will not permit. Right. So this type of stuff should be fine. What do you want? The item request is linen. I don't know how to do linen. Need any help? Can you find... I guess I can find some work for you. I need... The setting? It was a sunny day. My eyes caught sight of a good-looking flax. My analytical mind kicked in, wondering about its origin, its significance. I decided to approach the task, gathering it methodically, analyzing it from the best possible angles. As I leaned down to pick it up, I meticulously calculated the risk of falling. Despite my precautions, my foot caught unexpected bump, and I tumbled down disoriented. By the time I came to my senses, dusk had settled in. Ever since that day, I've decided to never gather another flask. I feel like you were lying to me. I feel like you overplayed that story in a pretty big way. Because the other day she was like, I don't like flax. I feel like you didn't actually trip and stumble and like lose part of your life in an experience with flax. I have what you need. Took you long enough. Need any help? Such a bother. I need some bread. Have lots of utility to me. Okay. I have a good memory. It's a pine tree that I wanted. That's fine. I cut down most of the pine trees, so I'm actually having problems fulfilling your order. She asked for bread, and I don't know actually how you make bread, but I happen to just have some. That was Felicia who needed it, so not you. Oh, you're tippity-tapping in the new house up here? Excellent. I have what you need. Need any help? Having some mud was really handy for what I could do with more. Lots of utility for me. Okay. Let's see. Found the quote, as the legal ownership of such AI... Oh, yeah, I remember reading that one. Basically, the Valve's saying, hey, we don't really know how this whole legal ownership through AI thing is gonna shake out, so as a company, we're just gonna say we're not accepting it. Like, just, you need to create your own stuff. Let's see, have what you need. Well, color me impressed. Need any help? I need a poppy bush. You don't need to know why. Hey, Felicia. This is our own village that we can make what we want of it. Look, we haven't... Oh. Oh, this is like literally their backyard. This is their garden behind their house. That's kind of cool. I was like, what? She's like, you don't need to know why I need the poppy seeds. Okay, so we try and use a shovel on the poppies. You just pick them normally. Let's also test the theory of trying to dig up a pine tree. I have a feeling it's not going to work, but I'm going to try anyways. No, actually, that's props. Oh, it might just give me mud. No, Alright, I mean, game logic, that kind of works, so sure. No saying you need to prove all data approved on the AI is yours. You need to prove it. And if you now, we will not permit the game. Right, but that's the whole thing, is because there's like the legal confusion kind of thing about if I train my AI on someone else's work and like I make something with it that's for profit and all that, where do I stand legally? They're basically saying, hey, if you're gonna use AI, you gotta own it start to finish. You're not the one. Are you the one who need... Look, I'm gonna be honest between you two. I mixed... Hey. Tell me a story? Once upon a time, I was just loitering around. I remembered how fun it was to play with a stone axe. So I took one out of my bag. As I usually do, I started waving it around and stuff. Then I accidentally loosened my grip, and the whole bloody thing went flying off. I'm never playing with one of those again. So our characters are starting to develop stuff where she doesn't like chopping wood, and she doesn't like messing around, like she does not like flax. So I'm getting the idea that Felicia is not going to be very helpful when it comes to wood and flax. Stop running from me. I'm trying to give you the things you asked for. I'm literally trying to give you what you want. I have what you need. I really appreciate this. Do you need any help? Perfect. Just in time. I seek the assistance of providing me some with some wood. I would like to craft a mallet. Alright. Would you say? Okay. Felicia's had many bad experiences in her life. Stop running away. I have what you need. Thank you, I'll remember this. Need any help? I've been waiting for your help. I seek assistance with you providing me with a poppy. It'll allow me to craft a poppy bush. I have what you need. One day, I'll surely pay you back for this. Need any help? The clap effect is so jarring. So I think the tell me a story is one of the things using like the GPT kind of stuff. Whatever they're using, whether it's GPT itself or not. Because I noticed after I did it a couple times, it's grayed out. So I'm assuming there's a cooldown on how often you can do it, just so you don't, slam the service. Need any help? Perfect, just in time. You must retrieve a barrel. I'll probably decorate with it. Okay. So for a barrel, she wanted to gather flax, fell over, she wanted to play with an axe, and it flew off. I know, she's just cursed straight, from the beginning to the end. Alright, so to make a barrel I gotta go over here. Like, genuinely, I am finding the conversations you have with them to be the more fun and curious part. I have what you need. Thank you, very helpful. Need any help? I've been waiting for your help. Having some stone would be really handy if I do more with it. Crafting a stone axe would be my goal. Alright. So that's fine, because the stone is probably what we need to advance some more. Well, I mean, not stone, but like ore. But I'm going ahead and building another house just in case that's a requirement. So I'm wondering with the tell me a story, there's a couple possibilities of what could be the limiting factor on there. One, it could be a cooldown thing just so you don't slam whatever their AI thing is. Another thing, it could be that maybe that other character just hasn't had any like RNG moments or whatever to really talk about, so she doesn't really have a story yet. We haven't had her around long enough for her to develop one. It could be a little A, a little B, both. Don't really know. They have room for 2 more. Which one am I hitting? Am I hitting the big one? Okay, Promo was like, are you about to break the giant rock? Yeah, because it does seem like the way you learn stuff in this game is you just collect, each time you collect a material, it seems like there's an RNG chance you learn that. Yeah, because like up here with those trees not blocking it, it's kind of cool looking down at the city kind of blurred out there in the distance. You just click on the character, does a little chopping. So you just click once, and the character does it. Yeah, so once I click on a tree, the character will swing the axe 2 times, which I was making the mistake thinking I need to hit every time. But, I did figure out that it was just one hit and go. I have what you need? Thank you, I'll remember this. Share a little bit about thyself. Grandfather Gabriel used to tell stories of Rockworthing. Those are fond memories. Do you need any help? I don't have time to do everything myself, so thanks for the offer. I seek assistance in providing me with some copper. I would like to decorate with it. I have what you need. Need anything else? The task for you would be to get some wood. I would like to craft a mallet with it. Okay. Hey, come back here. I'm trying to see how much more dialogue I can generate by just bombarding you with gifts. I'll catch up to you eventually. I have what you need? My gratitude. Need I help? You must retrieve a sign. I think the ability... Okay, so... I wonder if both of us work at the same time on it, mess it up. Could be there's a friendship thing and that you have to get enough friends to store it. I don't know. Wait, did you change outfits? Who the heck are you? Need any help? I require a tulip bush. You don't need to know why. You look angry. Yeah, I can't seem to move this one tree, though. So what we're going to go ahead and do is to make it not look ridiculous, is I'm going to go here. And just make it so like the path kind of goes around it. Excellent. To make a new house brings new people? Maybe. So yeah, so I gotta watch. So this is actually a backyard for that person. So I can't actually build anything or do anything up there. It's gonna be really hard to build here. I can't seem to interact with her. That's fine. So you wanted a tulip bush? We have 2 bushes they want. I also think as steep as that hill is, it's gonna look weird. I have a feeling it's gonna be like a floaty house. Just judging by the support in the back, you know, floating a wee bit. Yeah, I suspect they are, the bushes are crafted. Alright. New lady has a shield on her back? Nice. Alright. So I'm trying to remember which ones are the tulips. Because to me, tulips have kind of a fluted red, if I'm remembering the flowers correctly. So it considers the yellow one's a tulip. Yeah, so picking the flowers. We also need a poppy bush. Okay, you got an idea for crafting poppy bushes. Oh, I already had the recipe for a tulip bush. Okay, so let's see if we can't find the people. I wonder how big your village can even get. So we still haven't figured out what we could do so far as making an anvil of that. Poppy bush, heroin simulator. Well, the best thing is one of the dialogues they have is like, I need a poppy bush, you don't need to know why. And we're like, alright, I'm on to you. I know what's going down here. Look, it's our own village that we're making ourselves. Don't worry about what the rules are other places. Alright, so it's saying the flag requires a workshop. Oh, okay. I have what you need. My gratitude. Need any help? I require synthenium. You don't need to know why. Share a bit about yourself. Did you know my full name is actually Yvain Ashdown? I don't know. Alright, so you want that. Oh, what are you doing in there? Must be Felicia who wanted the other bush. Okay. Why was I running up this hill? What did she want that I was like, I need? Oh, is the glowy blue flowers. I will say this game is beautiful. Like, considering it's like I said, I believe it's a lone developer. And like this whole thing, it kind of reminds me of Valheim in the sense that it's not going for like the grittiest, like just really fine detail kind of graphics, but it kind of works. The only thing is this camera. But like just, you know, being able to see like all this out here, it really is, you know, a pretty game. What did you want, by the way? Linen. Right, so I'll just never give you what you want. So here's your flower, friend. I guess this will do. Need any help? I need an axe. You don't need to know why. Do we need to talk about this? I feel like if someone tells you you don't need to know why I need an axe, that's exactly the type of time you probably really do need to know why they want an axe. Because part of the reason is, like, right now with what we've got going on, I don't really feel that big of a need to, work on the buildings so much. It's just like, I'll plop down a building and let them work on it, because they'll do it themselves over time. And instead I can run around and just do their errands for them. They also need a stone. Which is kind of interesting. It does mean I'm effectively doing a series of fetch quests, but you know, I can live with that. I'm gonna cut down those true trees, I think. No, you're probably right. Oh, I don't have room. Alright. Oh, they follow the paths too. That's adorable. Alright, you want me to make her an axe? Okay, so I think she's the one who wanted the axe, right? Do I not have? Oh, you know what I bet? I bet you that's a regular axe. I bet you I need a stone, or I need an axe. Like, I need to be able to do that, like, more material. Okay, so you drop that. I don't need it. Alright, so flax was the purple stuff? No, that's lavender. That makes actually a lot of sense. I have a lot of lavender, so go ahead and get on my life. So those are tulips. Okay, there it is, the bluish flowers out there. Not the bright, glowy blue ones, but the regular blue ones. Actually, those are purplish? We'll check them. Alright. We'll play this a little bit longer, and then we'll move on to our next game. Because I'm absolutely enjoying this game. And it's silly. I really enjoy the stories. Yay! We can make linen. This is called Herd. I believe it's Herd of the Story. Yeah, Herd of the Story. As in, like, have you heard? If you do !Steam, it'll give you the information of the game. For the record, not sponsored. The dev did give me a key. I reached out to dev directly, and they just were like, would you rather have a key for Steam or Epic? I was like, Steam, please. Alright, so where are you, Adam? I hear someone working up here. You're not who I'm looking for. I'm also amused that you can just straight up walk up and insult them. I have noticed they're also like clearing the area around the town as they need wood. Which is nice because the crowding of the trees is one of the things that made the camera really rough to deal with. So they're kind of solving that for me. We still need the anvil there, which we don't know how to make. I keep assuming I just got to keep getting more iron, but... You... Oh, you're already built. Okay. When there's a sign out front, I thought I was still making progress. Yeah, so I can make flour with you. Oh no, I haven't switched games. I'm usually really good about when I switch games, switching categories. When I do miss it, I've got quite a few people in the chat who are pretty good about going, hey, you forgot to switch. Someone is already sitting there. Yeah, I want to talk to that someone. I'm gonna have what you need. There you go. I had to reset the camera. Need any help? I need your help to collect me some flax. At last, I'll be able to inspect it closer. I have what you need. Thank you, I'll remember this. Do you need anything? Having some bread would be really handy. I could do with more. At last, I'll be able to be familiar with it. Share a bit about yourself. I wish I had spoken to my other mother more often. Cool. That's not usually, like, if I walk up to someone, like, you know, we're acquaintances. And, like, we're trying to build up a friendship. Like, hey, you know, tell me a little bit about yourself. Usually the thing is, there's like, man, I really wish I hadn't neglected talking to my family. It's like, that's really more looking like hobbies, what you do on the weekends. But, I mean, sure. Yeah, too much. Yeah, that part's fine. I don't remember what you wanted. What? Do you not remember? I need you to give me an axe. Oh, and we have walked up to the one and just started insulting the crap out of her. She was mean to us first, though. Not her, the, Felicia. Like, I can't remember, we did something where she's like, about time. I was like, okay. I literally was standing here and asked you about it, and you said about time. Yeah, I'm gonna be mean to you. Okay, so you got another house built up here. Yeah, so I kind of wish there was a couple more buildings. But I assume... So, did it glitch out where it, yeah, so it does... If the terrain is too steep, the houses... The houses end up looking funky. Which isn't super surprising. A little bit of a bummer, but isn't super surprising. I'm not trying to put my inventory, I'm trying to shove wood into this house. There we go. Does, maybe you could hide the floaty part of the house. Let's see, maybe you could hide the floaty part of the house with bushes? Yeah, it might be able to be a decor thing. Or like plant a tree right next to it kind of thing. So that the tree kind of blocks the vision a little bit. Like put a tree here or here kind of thing. Can I just... Let's science. Let's move it down just enough down the hill to block it from this angle. Yeah, the bush is a bit too short to do anything meaningful, sadly. But yeah, there'll probably be stuff you could do, like maybe along the way, we'll get like, cause I saw we unlocked a fence line or something. Oh, we have another new person in town. A Pauline. Yeah, like make fences, like maybe we can get a stone fence. Chord assigned to Ish, make it look like a foundation. I don't remember what half the people want anymore. I'm mostly just trying to find Pauline, just be like, okay, what do you want? Share a bit about yourself. I crafted some mushroom stew at least once or twice. That's cool. Oh, you just sit down at the fire. There's Pauline. Do you need help? Perfect, just in time. I'd really appreciate if you could craft me a flag. There's a lot of utility for me. It's alright, I don't have I already have too many jobs in the queue. I feel like you should... Okay. I feel like you should pick that lavender out of the fire. Yeah. Like, I started picking them, but I don't have the inventory space. I actually have difficulty. I assume as people need lavender, they will slowly clean this area up. Because they'll be more likely to prioritize things nearby. Man, that's pretty cool. So, like, I do think we're going to be switching games here in a moment, but, like, we got our one epic story out of Felicia. Well, actually, sorry, 2 epic stories out of Felicia. One where she told us about the trauma she suffered trying to learn more about flax, and now she will never, ever, ever to her dying day mess with flax ever again. And what led her to hate using stone axes. I kind of want to make it over where the stories happen. No stories for me to forward to today. Share a bit about yourself. Once upon a time, I sat at the campfire. Why are you such a coward? I don't think that's true. You're a crooked-nosed knave. Enough of this. But yeah, so they are supposed to, like, remember between sessions and do all sorts of stuff. I wanna see if we can't get our story out Felicia, because she seems to be the one who's had the most experiences. But then, like I said, what we'll probably do after that is we'll probably switch up our games, give another one of these other games a try. I've enjoyed this. Well, that's cool. They have like a whole big group. You're, wait, what? Oh, you're Felicia, right? No, are you Felicia? Yeah. Tell me a story. The setting? It was a sunny day. In the forest, one peculiar wood caught my attention. My analytical mind kicked in, wondering about its origin and its significance. I decided to approach the task of gathering, methodically analyzing for the best possible angles and approaches. As I leaned over to pick it up, I meticulously calculated the risk of falling. Despite my precautions, my foot caught an unexpected bump. I tumbled, disoriented. By the time I came to my senses, dusk has settled in. I haven't tried to do that again. Tell me our story. Sorry, come back when I'm in the mood. Yeah, so that was nearly a repeat of what happened with the flax. But still, it is interesting that now this character, she'll avoid wood and she'll avoid flax by just kind of the thing that happened to her. Which I don't think there's like actually a mechanic in the game where she walked up and like stumbled or something like that. I think it just kind of RNG filled that in. And like, or she had like disposition towards stuff and she kind of filled that in from there. Some of my family used to live in Dunhopehurst. Cool. You look filthy. Continue, and I'll have to throw you in jail. You lie from your throat. I can't be bothered to talk anymore. What do you need? You're a thief. Continue to have you thrown in jail. You're a crooked-nosed knave. Enough of this. You're greedy and wicked. I don't think that's true. You're a thief. Okay. I was seeing if we continued to escalate if, like, she would have a bunch of her dialogue change. Okay, well, with that, this has been Heard of the Story, as in, like, have you heard? And it's been a pretty fun game. I've enjoyed it. It's very different, because like I said, it's not, like, literally there's no hunger, there's no thirst, people don't die from any of that stuff. You kind of just unlock stuff by, you know, you pick up enough flax, there's a chance that you learn how to make linen. You pick up enough this, you learn how to make that. So it has the idea of, like, as you pick up stuff, there's a chance you figure things out. The building of the town, well, the number of buildings is a little bit limited. It's cool. Like, we made this little town, we made a little clearing, we got some little farms down here. We made a path that goes up the mountain to where we have a tower that's not quite done on the very top. I actually kind of do really like the aesthetic where it's not super realistic looking in any way. It's kind of cartoony, but it does like the Valheim thing where you don't look at Valheim and go, this is a super realistic game. It's got its artistic style to it, but it works. I know, like, the fading out in the distance might mess with some people. It'd be cool if they could make it so you could adjust that, but they do have a draw distance that would probably go into that. But you can go, like, way up here and, like, look down at your village. Like, don't get a good angle, but you can, like, look down at the village and see as it grows. I don't know what kind of limitations they're going to have performance-wise. But I'm liking all that. The crafting feels good. There's some pain points with, like, the UI. Like, I wish Escape would actually close that UI. I wish they'd make it so you could turn off the screen shake. Yeah, so there's AI is happening on the background on the characters who do stuff. I don't know the depth of what the AI can do, but it's got some pretty fun storytelling the characters have done. That said, we did get 2 stories that were almost duplicate, where it just changed the subject matter, but otherwise were the exact same story. So it does seem like there is some repetition in there. But that might be to limit the number of calls for the AI, because that's a thing. It does require an internet connection because it is calling out to an AI to do that stuff. It's not running locally because that would be a whole mess of things. But yeah, so I've had a good time. So bear with me, because what I'm going to go ahead and do, though, is I'm going to stop the recording. So for all of you who are going to see this later on YouTube, Goodbye, YouTube.